What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I'm really excited to bring you a review of a product that I picked up recently that actually is only related to knives from Knife Maintenance. I'm sorry, it's not a new knife unboxing, and I'll probably give you a little bit of a tease in the thumbnail, but it is a very cool product that I think is a much more affordable option if you're looking for something like this. Now, if you've watched any of my mod videos, you know that I have these little tiny tools. This one here is the Kershaw that stores the bits in the actual body of it itself, and that I like these because they do give you textured grip here where it's milled and cross cut, and it gives me something to grip onto from the whole hand, and I'm able to make the micro turns a little bit easier than the stubby tool that you can get from Wiha. So I do like this a lot, but I saw something very interesting, and I've always seen these really cool titanium tools on other people's channels, but when I hear the price of admission, I'm like, it's really cool, but it's not a knife, and I'm not going to be spending money on something like that I'm not going to carry or use or leverage all the time. And that's where I came across this particular one, and I'm going to bring this out here first and draw it out a little bit longer, guys. This one is going to be from Scout Tools. Gosh, I can't talk today. So I know it's a little hard to read, but it is from Scout Tools. Be sure to check out their website. They have a couple of different options. The packaging wasn't stupendous, but the price of the tool really was, and I think it's cool that they have these little threads in here to open and close this. I thought that was kind of neat, but it does come in a basic plastic container. So the tool, it is a 1/4-inch bit driver, and it is a Blurple anodized titanium with a bearing on the top to spin in hand, so that when you're using it, you can cinch down on that, and then you can kind of turn whatever tool it is that you are, whatever bit you're using in the tool to maintenance your knife, or maybe you're working on some computer hardware, because this I could actually see if you're doing like computer work. You know, I changed out the hard drive on my laptop when I started doing these videos because I needed a solid state, and I needed one that would perform well, and I'm getting ready to upgrade it again. But I thought this was this would have been a really cool tool to take off, you know, everything that I needed for that, because those are also very precise bits. You need to be very careful, and you need something secured, which this texturing does really well. I love the Blurple purple. It kind of changes color and the lighting, which I thought was really cool. I really like that a lot. And it has the extra teeth on there for the bit, but I think I actually would have preferred it if it would have been more like the Wiha, where it would have been just the flat corners, so that it just sits in exactly. And I'm sorry, this one's used and abused, but it does fit in there, and it is going to hold the tool, and you're really not truly wrenching down, I hope not, on any of the bits. I didn't think to bring the bits out here. I actually ordered the 1/4-inch Wiha bits for this, and I shared this with the, oh gosh, I'm going to forget the name of it. I'll throw it up on the screen. When I can't remember, that's my answer for everything. I'm going to throw it up on the screen. But this is only $100. When you consider that some of the ones that are a little bit more fancier and there's a little bit more detail and work going into them, but I understand all of that, but spending $250 to $300, I could almost buy a small Sebenza for that money. It's kind of hard to justify it for a tool unless you really just have to have it, and you want one that's kind of fidgety but looks really cool, that you're going to enjoy, because more than likely it's not going to end up on anything. This will end up in some of my mod videos, and you'll see me using it, and I'll be able to tell you long term how the anodizing holds up. But it's a pretty good size. I think for my big hands, I wish it would have been a little bit thicker through here to grab onto, just a little bit, probably about the same diameter as the Kershaw tool. They're really close in diameter, but I think just a little bit more thickness would have gone a long way for that. Anyway, this is going to be a shorter video because there's not a whole lot to talk about here. We can't talk about action. Actually, we could. The action's okay. It's not super spinny, but I have a feeling over time it'll get spinny. It tends to spin and stop. Let's see if I can. There we go. Probably there. You can see it. Spins and stops, and I'll zoom in there too so you can see that. But it does have enough, you know what I'm saying, like it has enough smooth action for you to be able to kind of spin what you need to spin and hold it in place. So I just like the way that it looked. I thought it'd be cool to have a little titanium piece like this, but again, I couldn't justify spending that much money on it. So we'll see how the finish holds up. We'll see if this improves any more, and I'll let you know what my thoughts and impressions are about the fact that it has the extra teeth, so the bit can go in more angles, I guess, when you're entering it in there, because it doesn't have the flat section, so you don't have to have it exactly in the right spot. You can probably move it a little bit less to get it in there, and we'll see how it holds up, because it looks like the grooves are deep enough, especially considering you're not going to be wrenching, but I'll report back on all of that. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. While you're down there, do me a favor, if you could leave a like. Think about subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and if you do, don't forget to turn that notification bell to all so you get alerts when any future videos drop. I appreciate everyone out there that is already subscribed, and I appreciate all of your support. I hope all of you have a fantastic week, and until next time, peace.